Probably get started, huh?
Okay. Sounds good. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carla Felice, and I'm the wellness consultant here at Heinen's. On behalf of myself, my store director Joe Calori, and my general manager John Byrne, we'd all like to extend a warm welcome to each of you as we have highly anticipated tonight's very special health talk. And please, don't hesitate to let us know if there's anything we could do to make your time with us this evening more comfortable. I am absolutely thrilled and grateful to be able to introduce our guest speaker. A gentleman and a scholar, Dr. Todd Pesek received his medical doctorate from the Ohio State University and Cleveland Clinic Foundation. He completed his training at the Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine and St. Vincent Charity Hospital right here in Cleveland. Now, having trained and worked in a variety of hospitals myself, I am fully aware of the rigors, the challenges, and the stresses that many healthcare workers face on a day-to-day basis, especially when it comes to balancing personal life with a professional life and a community life. However, when I contacted Dr. Pesek a few months back and asked him if he would be interested in speaking here at Heinen's, without hesitation, he replied, and I quote, "Sure, I love Heinen's, and I feel it is my social responsibility to give back to the community of which I work and I live." In addition to having a private practice right down the road in Lyndhurst, Dr. Pesek is a health sciences professor at Cleveland State University, where he teaches a number of courses, does research, and serves as the director of the Center for Healing Across Cultures. Dr. Pesek is also responsible for a number of publications, documentaries, and academic models, all designed to help others learn about preventative, integrative, holistic health and wellness, and sustainability. In addition, in his spare time, Dr. Pesek is an international speaker, researcher, and collaborator. His work has led him to many beautiful places around the world, including Peru, India, and Belize. His family includes his wife, Leah, and his two young daughters, Lily and Kaya. In a nutshell, Dr. Pesek has dedicated his life to the pursuit of holistic health, and I feel his talk this evening is an important one, as everyone in this room, myself included, recognize the health problems and issues that are arising in this nation as well as nations around the world. So, without further delay, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Todd Pesek and his secrets for a long life.
everybody for coming. I wanted to throw a special thanks out to my wife Leah and my girls, also my partner Ron Castleberry. Dr. Castleberry is also an integrative medicine physician in the community. And I know what you're all thinking. You're all like, how am I going to sit here and listen to the secrets of long life? I'm such a young guy. I haven't told you all my real age yet. That's the thing. It's truly an honor to be here. It's truly an honor. So, I wanted to tell you just a little bit, before we even get started talking, about why I have these photos on the first page of my talk. These are sacred plants to my people and other peoples internationally. And a lot of the traditions and cultures that I work with, and my own tradition and culture, which I embrace, believes very passionately that when you're starting an important engagement, an important endeavor, you're communicating knowledge to go out into the universe. You start off with a ceremony. And so you have a variety of ceremonial plants here to kick this off, and ceremonial places, in fact, very spiritual places internationally in this slide. As Carla mentioned, she did a much better job introducing me than I could have myself.
Joe Glory line one, please. Joe Glory
But
line
I'll
one.
tell you that I am a holistic physician and an ethnobotanist. An ethnobotanist is somebody who studies plants and people. And I do so with a twist. I study plants and people and how plants and people interact and are inextricably linked in health and wellness. Joe and Carla did such a great job getting everything set up here. They put all of my favorite foods up here on this table, and we're going to talk about some of those as we go here. All right. Whenever I give a talk, I always start off with more wisdom than I could possibly muster. So I wanted to share some of my favorite quotes with you. And as we talk, you'll see why they're important to me. We have not inherited the land from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. This is a Kashmiri proverb, one that's very important to me. This is actually a flower and rhododendron, just local to here. And this is the skyline over Golden Arboretum. And some more wisdom. You can't quote wisdom without this guy, right? Perhaps one of the greatest minds of this century, right? His century, and yet he couldn't match his socks, right? Very interesting. It is a wonderful feeling to recognize the unity of complex phenomena that, to direct observation, appear to be quite separate things. So in a nutshell, he's saying we're all connected, right? You, me, him, her, all of the people. And another quote that I hold quite dear, this is Chief Seattle, and I'll read it for those of you that can't see from all the way in the back. Will you teach your children what we have taught our children? That the earth is our mother. What befalls the earth befalls all the sons of the earth. This we know. The earth does not belong to man, man belongs to the earth. All things are connected like the blood that unites us all. Man did not weave the web of life, he is merely a strand in it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. Somebody might be asking again, this is a talk about the secrets of long life and health, right? Why the environmental quotes, right? And for the last piece of wisdom, this individual we encountered on our trip to the remote western Ghats of southern India, and he knows. It's one of the things that Ayurvedic yogic sages like this talk about is how our health is inextricably intertwined with our environment, right? This is something that all too often is completely and utterly forgotten in modern medicine. And it's unfortunate. Always remember, without environmental health, there is no human health. We need environmental health to function optimally. All right, so now I want to challenge how you think about health. So for a moment, just take a moment and think about how you define health. And maybe how others might define health. It's kind of a simple question, but it's really not, is it? You start thinking about different things here and there, and I went to the gold standard. I'm just kidding. Wikipedia, right? They say health is the level of functional and/or metabolic efficiency of the organism at both the micro and macro level. And they also say that in the medical field, health is commonly defined as an organism's ability to efficiently respond to challenges and effectively restore and sustain homeostasis. So stability amidst the sea of changes. This is actually a pretty good point. I like Wikipedia. This is the World Health Organization. This is what they say. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. They're on the right track, too. A lot of different answers. This is how our Healing Across Cultures group defines health, as a complex interplay of systems in balance, and it includes constructs of the mind, body, spirit, and environment. And we'll go into a little bit of detail on this, but one of the specific things is that there's a lot of false dichotomies in our culture, in our society, and how we perceive health. You know, the mind-body, we talk about the mind and the body as like they're separate entities, when in reality, they're not. In essence, the spirit and all of these things, right? Can you all hear back there? Yep. Okay, good. So let's suffice it to say that health is complicated, multivariate, and it varies in perceptions individually, culturally, socially, and then some, right? However, it's needed by everyone, right? And everything affects it. It's quite a complicated thing. We're just going to talk briefly about some of the crises we face, right? The loss of language and culture. This is important. You know, the loss of language is indicative of the loss of culture. You know, there were 15,000 languages spoken 7 years ago, and only 6,000 left today. In our lifetime, that's going to be halved again, 3,000. Could you picture being the last speaker of your native tongue? Many people are going through this now. Loss of forest cover. Between 9 and 12 million hectares per year from 90 to 2000. The data are staggering. We can't even get current data on these things. Loss of planetary biodiversity. The Living Planet Index dropped by 37%. We're currently experiencing an extinction from anthropogenic or human-induced kind of change. And extinction is forever. You know, the cultures, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the heritage of these places, the sacred natural places, and the understanding and appreciation therein, biodiversity and ecological integrity, all of these things. And here's our health and healthcare crisis. The leading killers, heart disease, cancer, stroke in the Western world, they need not exist.